What if I told you there's a city in Japan where deer, people, and temples all coexist? Nara became Japan's first permanent capital during the 8th century and has been home to hundreds of free-roaming deer that live unusually close to humans for over 1,400 years. As an animal lover, this was one of the best experiences of my life. Just a short train ride from Osaka, Nara feels like a peaceful sanctuary, especially during the cherry blossom season, which is when we visited last April. Today, we'll start our journey in Osaka, explore Nara, and return back to Osaka for a very popular ramen dinner. When you arrive to Osaka, get yourself at the airport one of these. It's a rechargeable card that you have to refill with cash. This journey will cost us about $8, so we gotta recharge our cards. So you touch your card on this.
Trip in 10 yen increments.
Look how pretty this money is, by the way. I really like the texture and feel. After topping up our transportation cards, we take the Kintetsu line, the most direct train to Nara. The 40-minute ride goes by quickly, with plenty to see along the way. And of course, the route is lined with cherry blossom trees. Nara might feel crowded at first, especially with all the deer gathered near the entrance. Hey, is it touristy or what?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think Kyoto is going to be like double this.
As you venture deeper, the crowds start to thin out. But before we explore further, we need to pick up some deer crackers. Because, let's be honest, the best way to get their attention is with food. There they are, all alone over here. Hey, friend.
Should I feed it? It's bowing? It's bowing?
I think it's bowing. We should note these crackers are made from wheat flour and rice bran and are completely safe for the deer to eat.
Oh, you want more? Do you want to do it?
You're so gentle. Can I pet you? Can I pet you? Oh. Okay, let's see if they bow.
I think every single one has bowed.
One more.
This one looks like it woke up from a nap.
They're everywhere. I literally was not expecting them to be everywhere, but also for every deer that's here. Look, 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 look. What? You want more? I already gave you so much.
Like right.
But you're so cute. I give you some more. I know, I know.
So how much were the crackers?
$1.20.
I think we're just going to feed deer all day. Sounds perfectly fine
I know.
to me.
Okay, I hide it now from you. I hide it now from you. Can't give you all of them. Oh, okay, that was a hard push. You're gonna find other people to feed you, okay? That's a deep bow.
Oh, I like you. Okay. Okay. We got a little nod from this one.
The further you go in, the more deer you have to yourself. So don't just get distracted when you see the first deers at the first green area.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot there because that's where the tourists kind of like crowd there, and so they know that. What should have been a 10-minute walk into Nara Park turned into at least 30, thanks to our new deer friends. But now we're finally making our way into the park and heading towards Kasuga Taisha. Are you scared?
I mean, these are a little more aggressive.
I think it's because they see them out. I think you just have to take it out and...
Okay.
So I think unless you're feeding them, to have the rest away. But now they're gonna come to me because you're gonna see.
Here, can you take these?
Oh boy.
Whoop. My bad, I don't want my bad to be bad. Okay, hold on.
They watch me put it in my pocket.
I think these ones are really hungry.
Yeah. Other than how absolutely adorable the deer are, my favorite part is that they're wild. So they're actually native residents of the city of Nara. So they've been here for over 1,000 years, and they live among the city just like the residents. They cross the roads like the people do. And in the park, there's around 1,300 deer. So pretty much anywhere you go, you'll have a chance of running into them.
And this is such a nice area because you're away from the crowds and it feels like you're in the forest. And the deer here are a bit more hungry because they're not getting fed as much as right at the beginning. So they are going to be a bit more aggressive if you take your time. They want their food pronto, like immediately. Otherwise, they'll start pulling on your clothes. I don't think we have it on camera, but one of them kind of like bit my leg, but a very soft begging bite, so it wasn't anything, but still a little scary because you don't know how they can act. There are circumstances where they do attack people, so there are rules that you shouldn't be taunting them with the food, just give them the food right away.
I think, was there something like no more food, put your hands up or something?
I think as soon as they see that you don't have any more food, they don't care and they leave. But they will continue begging and pulling on your clothes. The mistake we made was having the whole pack out versus you want to have just one. And then once they see that that one piece is over, off to the next person.
Because they are still wild animals, so.
Yeah, best day ever though. Best day as an animal lover. This is amazing because you're not in a zoo, you're in their environment. So you have to respect them. It's so good to be here. So far, we've seen so many deer bow. But how did that start? Well, Professor Yoichi Yusa from Nara Women's University has a hypothesis. A long time ago, the deer in the capital Nara were afraid of humans, so they might have started bowing as a result of being stressed. However, the city gradually became a sightseeing spot, and the deer learned to bow to people to get the rice crackers. Therefore, they began to bow to ask for the crackers. According to Yusa, this behavior has been passed down from parents to fawns, making it a learned tradition rather than an instinct. What I find really entertaining is watching all the tourists and the deer bow back and forth. It's actually so fun to watch. I mean, we're doing it too. And it's just like this constant bow back and forth, which, by the way, I love the bowing here. I thought it was really cool in Korea, but here the bowing is even more. And I think it's such a cool way to show your respect back.
And it helps the language barrier too. It feels quite natural, the bowing.
Yeah.
I thought it would take a bit more to get used to, but it feels very...
It's like we were meant to bow.
Kasuga Taisha is Nara's most celebrated shrine, dedicated to the city's guardian deity. It was historically linked to the Fujiwara clan, a powerful family that dominated Japanese politics for centuries. Donated by worshippers, Kasuga Taisha is best known for its bronze lanterns, with hundreds hanging from its buildings and stone lanterns lining the paths. These are only lit twice a year during the lantern festivals in February and August, creating a rare and stunning sight.
I just want to say, like, the amount of tourists here is a lot. Probably not Kyoto level, but it still feels very calm.
Yeah, it doesn't feel overwhelming, actually.
Other than the occasional, like, screaming child, really calm and peaceful. You still feel the zen of the place. Given the size of the park, it's also really easy to get away from the crowds just by following a path a little further into the forest. This place is huge. I was not expecting to spend such a long time inside the forest. You could easily spend like 4 or 5 hours here. We are really hungry, so we're gonna go find a convenience store by the station, grab some snacks, and then go for tea. So good. Now we're going to go grab some tea in a traditional Japanese tea house. Salon Naramachi is set inside an 130-year-old traditional Japanese townhouse. The storefront has everything you need for making tea, along with a selection of household items. After taking off our shoes, we head to the back rooms, which open up to a 300-year-old courtyard, which definitely adds to the experience. And now we're ready to order our tea. So this is a welcome drink.
Let's see what it is.
I think it's like water sprinkled with matcha.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Has a little bit of saltiness. And there's also a bell that you ring if you want. I don't want to ring it though.
And I can make a matcha that I think is like a balance of sweetness and bitterness.
Bitter?
Normally, I will have matcha with like milk and sugar, but this is just pretty much matcha, and you can tell there's like even very little water. It's more like it's like thicker. I think this is gonna give us the thing that we need.
You can get an idea of the thickness. Got the out, which is basically the sweetest version of it, and I had a feeling that it would be very bitter. That's why I didn't choose what Olivia chose. Oh wow, that's very bitter. I cannot imagine how yours is.
It's growing on me though.
This is probably a very like sugary.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Not as sugary as I would want it to be to balance out the flavor, but let's see. Yeah, it definitely helps when you do it that way. This is really good detox.
You mean detox? It's so beautiful. Like the Japanese aesthetic, it's just so beautiful. It makes you not want to touch anything, but it makes you want to be a part of it. Okay, let's see. I feel like yours may be just as bitter. I feel like for me, mine, the bitterness is stronger, but it goes away quicker. I feel like yours is less bitter at first, but it stays.
I knew there was a dessert we had to get here in Nara, and I've been looking for it all day. I just didn't know where exactly it was, and it's the most popular place. We came for this, so unfortunately we didn't see them how they make it. They literally beat the mochi. We've come too late and they've already made all of them. It's warm. I was not expecting it to be warm. And then powder on the top, what does it remind you of? All of our guesses were wrong, except for the sweet azuki paste. The powder coating on the mochi is kinako, which is roasted soybean flour. But the biggest surprise, the green color does not come from matcha, but from yomogi, which is also known as Japanese mugwort. This herb has been used in traditional Japanese medicine for centuries and was even believed to ward off the evil spirits. Thought it'd be a little more flavorful.
Is it sweet at least?
It's kind of sweet. It's like a very mild flavor when you just eat the mochi outside. And then you get more of a flavor once you get into the bean paste in there. Pretty good. I recommend it.
Yeah, it's very simple, but it's quite nice.
Nakatanidou mochi was our final stop here in Japan. Now it's time to head back to Osaka's Dotonbori neighborhood for some ramen and to admire neon lights like it's our first time seeing electricity. It was magical.
We are about to go get our first ramen here in Japan.
I thought there was no queue, and then we came inside, and the wait time is 40 to 50 minutes,
which I think is actually on the lower end. While we waited, we filled out our order, so by the time we went upstairs to be seated, it was time to grab our ramen. What do you have there?
It smells so good. I'm gonna go for the broth first. It's spicy. It's definitely like a different type of ramen that I'm not used to. The flavors are really, really good.
It smells rich. Oh, it's nice. I really like that flavor. It's very good.
Let's try the noodles.
I got mine firm, Maria got just medium.
I think they're homemade over here. Nice noodles.
It's really good. The texture.
Let's try the pork. The pork is good too. The noodles is my favorite part out of this. The way they're mixed with like all the flavors together. All right, let's see. That was so good. The more I ate it, the more the flavors grew on me. I was just not used to that kind of richness. And
The flavor's so good.
yeah, oh my God.
So good.
I bet that queue is for the Ferris wheel. What an amazing day.
Yeah, in every way we went from like quiet temples and spiritual deer to...
What was your favorite part?
I think walking around the shrine.
It wasn't the deers?
I mean, the deer's part of that, but like that whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, me too. I think we're going to close this video here. And what do you say we go play some arcades?
Woohoo!
As always, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video,
Or I offered you anything, hit the like button.
subscribe to the channel and we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, it is. I wasn't expecting it to be squishy. Oh, it's so cute.